There's something about Nuts Berry Farm at this time of year that just feels so peaceful, so serene. It just feels like home. But we're here at the farm today to maybe see if we can find a few things. There's a few things we can talk about, so without further ado, let's head into the farm and see what we can find. Well, I was going to go in here without a line, but I stopped to wait for the national anthem and everybody got in front of me. Being a true patriot doesn't pay off sometimes, people. So they are still doing Peanut Celebration, at least for the next week or so. If you haven't done it yet, I suggest you come in this weekend and get your Peanut Celebration fun. I will say though, because they're doing the Peanut Celebration, the music at the entrance is Peanut Celebration music, and I like it a lot more than what they usually have out here. But I will say, I prefer maybe something with like a folksy jig. Do you get what I'm saying? But also, with that being said, remember that the next season of fun begins March 28th. That's the Boysenberry Festival. They just announced the entertainment lineup, and I believe a lot of the food has been announced as well. So if you don't follow Our Nuts Adventure on Instagram, they have everything you need to know about this park, much more than I do.
And my little wee brain.
But yeah, let's explore what we have available now. Xcelerator still down on weekdays, only open on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For the time being, probably for the next couple of weeks. I'm assuming when Boysenberry Festival starts up, it'll go back to 7-day operations, but for now, closed during the weekdays. That's normal. I can use a farm fresh meal right about now. Anything going on down here? They don't even let us see our piggies during the weekdays anymore.
I'm gonna riot.
I'm just goofing. New boot goofing.
So there's a big fat goose egg going on in Calico right now. So now we have to make a choice. We can go right and take a train out of here, or embrace the spirit of adventure and head out into the wilderness. I'm gonna go my left, your right. Coming around this way though does make me excited for Ghost and Alive. It's only a couple months away. Oh look, there's Marcy. Say hi, Marcy. Say hi, Marcy. You got the shade. That's smart of you. You were always the smart one. Now you gotta go inside where the air conditioning is. And on the way out, it's always a good idea to pay respect to the dead. Aye, that one's still fresh. Ugh. Actually, while I'm over here, I do want to express something that was actually stated by someone very reputable of other parks about the Lumberjack that's usually over here. Now, this Lumberjack isn't here year-round. Remember, it's only here for in Mary Farm. Never here when it's hot. This usually gets taken up by a brewery or a food tent of some sort during the summertime. So remember that, not here year-round, just when it's cold. So just kind of clearing that up. Uh-oh, somebody come and eat old fish. Ladies. During our adventures, we went and we picked up a young lass who was actually kind of hungry. So we're gonna go look for some food, see what we can find back at the back of the park. Fellas, it's a complete walk on to Pony Express. I guess now's the time to do it. Speaking of, how's the saying go? When in Rome?
Please go on.
I know it's not the most intense ride in the park, but there's usually a really long line for it. So if it's a walk on, you might as well. That's what I always say. Okay, let's get him. Oh, get him!
Nope.
Knew riding a horse was the way to go. Look how slow the train's going. Oh, it's the goose today. All right, finally, look. All right, looks like we finally reached the edge of society. But what decade are we in? Well, well, well. A couple of ladies enjoying their lunch, I see. Pizza, huh?
Well, see you later.
Lots of garlic. I like garlic. Almost as much as I like Degs.
Oh, dogs. Sure. I like Dags.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, these are rare occasions. It's Jeff Shattuck in the wild. Oh, but while we were looking at Jeff, we didn't stop to realize that the arcade's open again. Oh, we can, oh my gosh, there's so much more packed in here. Oh, I see. So they moved the ticket redemption thing to up here to a more permanent spot. I like the wood decorative. Seems like there's a lot more games too. I like the layout. It seems more open, but at the same time it's not. Does that make sense?
Do you even listen to yourself when you talk? I drift in and out.
All right, but it's time to bump it up a couple decades. From the 20s to the 30s, 40s, Summer of Love, the 60s? I don't know. What decade are you, Boardwalk? What decade are you? Oh, and you know what? Word on the street is they got some new vehicles here. Might have to test out the red ones. Again, I cannot stress enough how much nicer it is being a past member here on these slow days. It's an absolute walk-on to Xcelerator right now. So I'm about to get my jollies off.
What was that last one?
Going 82 miles an hour in 2.4 seconds.
Let's go.
Holy bloody balls, do I love that ride. And hey, look, I'm already up here. I might as well ride it again. Oh, the intense paint fumes coming from the log ride next to us. We gotta get out of here. Let's go to Fiesta Village. And since we were here, we decided to go ahead and get some of these barbacoa fries. She got sweet potato fries, which I'm sure the barbacoa fries on their own are good, but I piss off Jaguar. But That's a little much for me. She likes it, that's all that matters. Well, the rest of Fiesta Village is just kind of a snooze fest. It's got plenty of people in it, their rides are all working, so I guess that's what's important. Well, we're gonna move on to the camp, but let's check something out before we leave. And on this week's episode of Montezuma, that's it, let's go to summer camp. Oh, there's a lot of people skipping school. What are you little rascals doing out here? You should be learning English and social studies.
Oh, back to school. Back to school.
And I swear, every time I turn my back, she runs away from me and I have to catch up. Constantly a game of catch up. But before we leave, we got to pay tribute to the king of the camp, Snoopage. Hardly meet Snoopy. He's a soft puppy. Cuteness.
Overload.
All in all, a very easygoing day at Nuts today. It's kind of nice. It's always good to kind of have this refresher. Kind of gives you a second to sit back and enjoy the things that you're not going to get later on in the year. But that's okay, because the things that we do get later on in the year are awesome. Anyways, it's time to go get the kids. Until we see you up on the mountain, out at the studios, or here at the farm, I'll catch you all on the flippity flop.